Internet is an ocean. You see, cyber is a very big ocean. You better become cyber intelligent. You better become cyber intelligent because many destinies and children's future have been buried on the internet. Oh, many destinies and other children's future have been tarnished on the internet. Oh, internet is an ocean. Tell me you enjoyed my auto. Okay, good morning, evening, afternoon, anything. Okay, wherever you are and wherever you are, whenever you're watching from. This is Rachel G. Onyemairo, the founder of the Idea Moment with Rachel. I'm here to talk about cyber intelligence skills. That's why I sang that song for you. And I'm sure you enjoyed it. Tell me you did. Okay, so internet is a word. I call it an ocean. I call it two-edged sword. Two-edged sword. All right. So why do we have to talk about it? Because an ocean is very useful, but it can kill. You know now, it can get someone drowned. Then sword, a two-edged sword in particular. It's very nice for battles and so on, but can cut even the owner. So internet is a beautiful danger. You get it? It's a sweet danger, you know. So it has beauty, it has sweetness, but it's a danger. And so that's why I'm here to teach you. Talk more, not actually teach you, but share more about it. Because if I'm to teach you, you go take time. So you just collect 3 minutes. I would have to share with you. First, when I say cyber, I'm talking about the internet. That's why you see me mention internet and cyber alternately, okay? Then when I was beginning, I told you that I'm the founder of the Idea Moment with Rachel. So you should have asked me, so what's the Idea Moment with Rachel? We call ourselves TIM Academy. So the Idea Moment, TIM, you now say with Rachel, okay? And this is the Rachel. So the Idea Moment with Rachel is an academy for kids and teenagers that is focused, committed to equipping kids and teenagers with diverse skills, diverse knowledge, diverse exposures that these children need to be able to thrive in today's dynamic world. And of course, to be able to become innovative problem-solving leaders, not leaders that constitute problems. In the academy, we believe that if a child is not trained to be a problem solver, the child will grow up to become the problem themselves. So you see today, Africa has a lot of leaders who are problem themselves. Yes, His Excellencies who have nothing to do with excellence. I mean, some of them, because they were not armed like we are arming these children. And you are privileged today to be a parent listening to a lady who has done this for years and sharing with you how you too can arm your own child so your child doesn't get to become a prey on the internet. Because if you are not prepared, if a child is not prepared for the internet, the child becomes a prey on the internet. So you can see that you should listen to me. I've done this for the past 15 years, over 15 years actually, beyond 15 years. So I've been training, I've been teaching, I've been coordinating, I've been handling, helping children to develop a life that is required in the world. And if there's someone to listen to in this very topic, believe me, it's me. I'm telling you. Can we go? Okay, so Cyber Intelligence Skills Bundle is what we called it. Now, why did we add bundle? I'm beginning immediately. What is cyber? I've said is internet. What is intelligence? Intelligence is our ability to learn. Simple. Okay? Ability to learn. Now, skills. We are teaching the children craft. Skills are like craft, learned abilities. Okay, learned abilities. To be able to operate on the internet in a way that first makes them to maximize the tool called the internet. The tool called, in this context, in the context of maximizing the internet, the child has to see the internet as a tool. You know what tool is? Tool is something that is used, equipment that is used for production, for further productions, for further utilizations. So we are teaching Cyber Intelligence Skills Bundle to be able to help your child to see the internet as a tool. Why a lot of kids are not making good use of internet? They are on the internet, but they are not actually doing anything meaningful. There's nothing they are building about the future on the internet. It's because they do not see the internet as a tool. They see it as a space where people can exist. No, it's not an existing space. It's not a space to be existed on, it is a tool. So we are teaching you this so your kids can know how to use internet as a tool, so that kids can do as a tool to advance their future, advance their career, and become the very best. In our academy, there's something we say, one of our mantras is that we bring out the very best out of every child. There's very best of every child. So you, your own child, can use the internet to become the very best. Now, another reason we teach this is that in the course of becoming the very best, they should not harm themselves. A lot of children harm themselves. For example, becoming a public figure as a child is one of the ways to advance a child's career, child's future. But in a bid to do that, people are looking for followers, for attention, to become popular. And some children have risked and truncated their lives and destinies just to become popular, just to become on everybody's attention screen, just to become on top of everybody's attention, and they have harmed themselves. So there's a way your child can try to become the best using the internet and harm themselves in the process. Other children have harmed other kids. A child who wants to become their best is using the internet but ends up harming other kids. So we are teaching this to ensure that, one, your child uses the tool of internet to become the very best in life, and your child does not truncate their destinies in any way doing this, and he doesn't truncate, or they don't truncate the destiny of another child doing this. So that's why we are teaching you. Now, how do we start to make a child cyber intelligent? First is you as a parent becoming cyber smart. Raising a cyber intelligent child demands that you as a parent become cyber smart. What does it mean to become cyber smart? To understand how the internet works yourself, to understand the goings on in the internet, to understand the goods and the bad and the ugly that happen on the internet, so you can know how to be a help to your child. If you know your onion about how the internet works and the things that go on in the internet, you'll be able to know when your child is going weird, when your child is going south in the internet. You'll be able to decode those things. One of the things we teach parents is what we call 53 codes. There are 53, yes, 53 codes, 2 scores, 5, 10, 13, 53 codes that children use in the internet to talk about sex, to talk about alcoholism, to talk about gangsterism or courtism, to talk about drugs or illicit substance consumption, and so on. And parents have no idea of this. Just last week I was sharing on Facebook that when these teenagers especially, when they want to talk about oral sex on the internet, and they are doing what we call sexting. Sexting is text message or chatting that's based on sex related chats. So when they are sexting, you see them type a number like 8, you know, 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All right, when you see them write 8, it be just 8. Now 8 is 8. I mean, what's wrong with 8? No, something is wrong with 8. 8 actually means oral sex. 8 is a code that for teenagers it means oral sex. If you're not a cyber smart parent, you wouldn't even know. When children want to write sex, you think they'll write S3X. I will know, and you see now, it is E that they close with 3. I will now know. Who told you? The word sex, the code is 53X, capital X. 53X. I mean, if you know algebra in mathematics, you will believe me with me that when someone types something like 6A, X and Y are variables that we all keep finding in algebra. So when a child who is either in secondary school probably, or probably in early years of university, types 53X, what would you find wrong about it? But everything is wrong about it. You just have to know that it's a code meaning sex. I can go on and on. There are a lot of codes. We have at least 53 of them. Okay? So you also need to understand that children go to YouTube and like, wow, a lot is on YouTube. A lot is on YouTube for kids and adults. And children know sometimes when they have access to YouTube, it's like, wow, I mean, let me explore. And they go ahead watching and involving too many things that people put out there, because everyone is not good, you know. Now there are harmful people over there, and so they put a lot of harmful content on the internet. But when you know how the internet works, you are able to know that this child may be doing something funny on YouTube. And so what do? You need to learn how to monitor the activities on YouTube without them knowing. You don't have to use the same phone with them. You don't have to be in the same country or even in the same continent with them. Just let them be online, be on. There's a way to do it. So whenever you finish, at any point in time, you check, you will see everything your child clicked or did on the internet for the whole day, for the past week and all that. You have, just like when you have CCTV camera in your house and it's on your phone, anywhere you are, you will see what happens in your house. That's how it goes. Do you know how to do it? This is part of the things you learn as a cyber smart parent. I can go on and on, all right? So the first step is to become cyber smart, all right? That is the first step to raising a cyber intelligent child. Another step is to have family values and communicate it to your child in a way the child understands it and buys into it. A lot of us parents do not have family values. It's good and bad. Now everyone knows what is good. No, this one is bad. That's not value. Value is not necessarily, family values are not necessarily what's good or what's bad. Generally, it's what's good, what's acceptable in your family, and what is not acceptable. For example, in some families, you can wear anything, anywhere, and there's nothing. You can wear bun short, you can wear pants, you can wear bra, you can wear very tight, skimpy thing. Like, I mean, there's no rule of dressing. You can have tattoos, okay? The guys can have earrings, can plait their hairs, can even fix nails and all of that, and it doesn't matter. It's not against the values of the family, but some families is a no. You do not do that. I mean, you don't try it. Do you understand? So all these things are at other points. In some families, you do not celebrate people's failure. It's a no. And if you come from that family, someone fails or someone goes into a problem, enters into a problem, if you do not know what to say, you keep calm. But in some families, I mean, freedom of expression, you can celebrate anything, you can talk about anything the way you want. Now, someone who comes with a family where you do not celebrate people's failure or you do not even speak ill of people, especially publicly, that person cannot drag anybody on the internet because the family values are against it. So the first thing is that the second step after you become cyber smart is that you have family values. It's not enough to have it. You communicate it to the children until they know it and buy into it. Other families have values, but they have not been well communicated to the children. If you ask the children, what are your values? I think, hey, what are the walls waiting for? Why not write the values on placard, something like card? It's nice boards actually, something like looks like vision board, or probably that looks like placard, or even cardboard sheet. If that is the case, you can write the values. Each family should have a number of values, okay? So, but no matter the number, just have it written in places. You can also have it not written on pasted anywhere, written on, let's say, a diary like mine. You see, this is my diary. Hey, this diary contains is a mini book of life. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you can write it anywhere, but it has to be accessible to children. And during your intermittent or rather regular family meetings, family togetherness, you review these things, you talk about it, you look at it, you review how each member of the family has been able to live by it and how some have done otherwise. All right, so these are many more are the things you communicate as the family value. So one, have your value, to communicate it to the children, get them buy into it. Very important. You've got to learn how to do this, how to sell idea to children. One of the ways is what we call blending. There's no time to go into explaining blending, but follow me on Facebook. You see all these things I'm teaching, you can find them on Facebook almost for absolutely free. Just come to Facebook and follow me, okay? I am Rachel Onyemairo on Facebook. We go on. The next thing to do, which is about the third step now, is for you to raise a child that will have high self-esteem, high self-worth. A lot of children do stuff online. I mean, implicate themselves online because they lack high self-worth. Let me tell you a story. When I was growing up as a child and getting into teenage years, I was a very hard-hearted child, So, but something happened. Even as a child, something used to tell me that, Rachel, you'll be big in this life. You will be a voice. Specifically, you would address nations. I'm telling you. As a child, something I kept thinking, I kept believing, I kept seeing myself as someone who would address nations because of this single reason. As we were growing into teenage years, and the body parts were coming out, the breast, this one, this one. So boys started doing hey ha, you know, the kind of thing. So boys started trying to patronize us here and there. One of the reasons I did not give in to sleeping with any of those boys was not because I was holy. I was fear of God, they consume me too much. It wasn't that, but because I thought, I believed I would be a voice to nations. I would stand and address national and international crowds. And so I didn't want me, when I'm standing on a podium speaking, one yeye boy will say, this guy when they talk like this, I don't see him breast, I don't see him pants, I don't see, hey, for me it was a no. So I was protecting myself like a princess, like a treasure, like a royalty, because I felt I would be a royalty someday soon. And thank God for my Igbo teacher. Then sometimes say, Rachel, what if you marry the president of a country, maybe president of Nigeria, and you become the first lady? I don't know what came over him, but you could tell me that all these from plus what I was thinking about myself already made me to have a high self-worth. So there were things I couldn't stoop too low to do. Some of you, the children you have, you are not boosting their self-esteem. You are not boosting their self-worth. So the children have very low self-worth. That's why the child can pull the pants for anybody. The child can go take alcohol just to feel bold, just to feel confident. You've raised a malformed human being, a malforming human being. No, a lot of people believe that if a man doesn't take alcohol, I mean, is that one a man? It takes a feminine man, a woman who calls himself a man, you know, or herself a man, you know, to be taking alcohol to be bold. If you are a man and you need alcohol or other substances to be bold, you are not man enough. You are less than a man. I'm telling you. If there's a reason to take alcohol, it shouldn't be confidence, it shouldn't be boldness. But people take alcohol, people smoke, people do a lot of things. Young people actually, because they think that's what will make them equal, make them to. Like me, I believe there's confidence in me. You can see it. Can't you see it? Okay, so you can see I'm a very confident person. You can see just watching me. And I believe I am by nature confident. The is in me. So whenever you say, Rachel, I'm not, I always feel I'm qualified. I'm enough. With my kind of feeling, moderated as a young person, the things I yielded to and the things I did not yield to. I could be smoking, but I feel if I'm smoking now, when I do certain things, they'll say it's because she's smoking. That's why she's confident. I need to prove to the world that confidence is in me. Pick me, who say it's in you. Okay, so that's it. Now you have to raise a child who have high self-esteem, high self-worth, All right. The third step is teach your child how the word works. You see, this part is very, 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 very large. Remember, I said everything you hear me mention here is on my Facebook profile. If you go to my Facebook and you cannot find it, quickly come to my WhatsApp on 090. Okay, that's +234 090 +234 9053 624450. Okay, reach me. I'm very accessible. Okay, very accessible. So you can see the phone number on the screen. All right, so get to me on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and I'll give you access to detail of these things I'm talking about. Now let's go to how the word works. How the word works is a very large topic. If we start talking about it today, we can never finish. You know, then my neighbor's children used to come to our apartments. The fact they are no longer with us in this neighborhood, so then they would, when they come, I used to give them biscuits. And so when they come and there's no biscuit, they say, but Pio, Miss, we need a biscuit. And he said there's no biscuit. That boy said no, it's not possible. This biscuit can never finish. So what took me to it is that cyber and how the word works is a very big topic that we can never finish discussing just in this video. It's not possible. So, but let me talk about it small. There's a way the word works. And until your child understands how the word works, your child will be a victim on the internet. Your child will be a prey on the internet. One of them is this. A lot of children don't know what privacy, private, or public, or stranger means. So when they are with a stranger, they feel with a friend or a private, their own person. When they are in public, they feel they are in private. What do I mean? Facebook has Facebook Messenger. In what Instagram has the inbox. WhatsApp, obviously, Telegram. These are inbox, private in quotes. Chatting platforms. Excuse me. So when people are talking in these platforms, in their mind, I am in private. Hey, who is deceiving you? Teach your child that Facebook Messenger is not private. I'm telling you. You see screenshots that fly around the internet every now and then on Twitter and otherwise. You think that the writers of those chats knew that the person would copy? In fact, some people even put disappearing messages feature on their WhatsApp. In their mind, as you're chatting is disappearing. Someone is screenshotting on the go. So it's not disappearing. Just know it's not. So a child has to understand that first, there's no privacy on the internet. Let no one deceive you. There's no privacy. All those so-called private apps, private chats, it's not true. There's no privacy on the internet. This is part of how the world works that your child must know. If your child doesn't know it, that child is not cyber intelligent. There are many ways about how the world works. Your child needs to understand that social media and online in general, people post what they want you to see. Yes, people don't show you all that there is. They show you what they want you to see. A lot of people have BP, have this, have that because they feel the whole world is doing better than me. My mates are doing better than me. Someone tries something for 15 times, fails 12 times, succeeds 3 times, just 3 times. The person posts the 3 times. Post first one, celebrates it. Post second one, celebrates it. Post third one, celebrates it. Mega celebrations. And in your mind, everyone has succeeded, is only me. They did not post when they did the first, second, third, 12th one that failed them. What people post on the internet is what they want you to see. It's not all that there is. This is part of how the world works. Your child needs to understand that a stranger is the presence of any other person other than you and the father, you and the mother. Even their siblings are often strangers because the siblings are usually children. They don't even know how the world works, they themselves. And so sometimes they are instruments of implication to their own siblings. They implicate the other child unknowingly because they are kids. Today I made a post on Facebook earlier in the morning where I was talking about the fact that if you're still thinking that if you're being videoed, someone has to carry video camera and capture you, or phone to capture you, you are making the hugest, the greatest mistake of your life, because the world had gone subtle. What did I say? The world had gone subtle. Ordinary key holder you see people hold, a lot of key holders you see people carry have microchips. They are video cameras, they are voice recorders, but you think they are what's the name? Key holders. If you check my Facebook profile, you will see I share a lot of such things. I tell you, if you're not following me on Facebook, you're missing a whole lot. All right, so the same with pen that people hang on their pockets. All right, some of those pens, you think they are pen, they are videoing machines, they are camera, they are video voice recorders. Until your child knows that, your child hasn't understood how the world works. I can go on and on. So in summary, I talked about you becoming cyber intelligent. There are much more you need to learn. That's why we have a course we call Cyber Intelligence Skills Bundle. You need that course. Every home in the world, not only in Africa or Nigeria, needs Cyber Intelligence Skills Bundle, because it will make you cyber smart. Remember, it takes a cyber smart parent to raise a cyber smart child, a cyber intelligent child. 2, you need to be able to have family values, communicate it, and get your children to buy into it. So go and do your homework if you don't have one. If you have not done this, you have to know how to raise a child in a way the child has high self-worth. Then you teach the child how the world works. I told you that how the world works is a very large topic. I cannot finish it just in a discussion. So, don't forget, internet is an ocean. You see, cyber is an ocean. You better become cyber intelligent. You have to become cyber intelligent because many families, children's destinies have been cut short on the internet. Okay, tell me you enjoyed my music. If I end here, would you say you have not learned anything? Well, I have to end here because, if I continue talking, I would talk and I will not exhaust it because there's a lot to share. So what do? Get to me on WhatsApp and we can talk more. Remember, get yourself cyber intelligence skills bundle. It will teach you, including how your child can use internet as a tool to become the very best in the world, especially access international opportunities. All these, how, what to do on the internet if your child. First, one of the things we actually teach is how you can know a child who is mature enough to be given phone. It's not about age. My child is now 18 years. My child has finished secondary school. Let me give phone. There are people who are in university, who are even graduate, who should not be given phone. I'm telling you, because they are not cyber intelligent. So we help you to understand when the child, how to know when your child has matured to be given phone, what the child should be doing on the internet, and how the child should be doing it. It's a gift to our world. Our cyber intelligence skills bundle is a need for every family. It's the need of the hour. May you not miss it. Remember, my name is Rachel G. Onyemairo. I am the founder and the director of the Idea Moment with Rachel Academy. And until I meet you again, take care of yourself. I love you. I want to use the opportunity to appreciate my host Esther Umeren. I find it a very great privilege to be able to stay here and speak and share this knowledge. If Esther didn't make every arrangement to get this meeting work, you wouldn't have heard all of this. So please, can you help me to give Esther clap? In the church we say clap offering. Thank you so much, Esther, for having me. Enjoy your day. Bye, parents.